All right. Welcome to lesson 16, add three-digit numbers. So this is starting on page 152. 152. Let's get started on adding three-digit numbers. Add hundreds, tens, and ones. It's going to make you break it into hundreds, tens, and ones like we've been practicing. But we're going to do it both ways. There's two ways to solve this problem, and we're going to do both and practice both. There are 214 fish in a tank at the aquarium. There are 131 other sea animals in the tank. How many animals live in the tank? Okay, so let's look at part A. How many hundreds, tens, and ones are in each number? Fill in the blank. Okay, well, not fill in the blank, fill in the table. So it's got hundreds, tens, and ones. It's giving you the numbers. The numbers come straight from the question. Here's the 214, here's the 131. Straight from the question on here. So it's not asking us a value, it's asking us just what's in each place. What's in the hundreds, what's in the tens, what's in the ones. So let's look at 214. Well, hundreds, tens, ones. We know ones go all the way to the right. So look all the way to the right of this number. What's in the ones? It's a 4. A 4 goes here. And the tens are in the middle. So in the middle is a 1. And in the hundreds is a 2. Remember, it's not asking value, it's just asking the number. So let's split this one. Well, we know that in the ones is a 1, in the middle is a 3, and in the hundreds is a 1. Okay? Now, it says in B, what is the total number of hundreds, tens, and ones it's asking? It says total number. So that means it wants to know these two added together. So how many hundreds are there? 2 plus 1 is 3. So there's 3 hundreds. How many tens? There's 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 tens. And how many ones? 4 plus 1 is 5. So there's 5 ones. Okay? Real easy. They just wanted to know. C says, what is the value of the total number of hundreds, tens, and ones? There's that important word I just talked about, value. Value means how much is something worth. So there's 3 hundreds. So because 2 plus 1 is 3. And there's two numbers we had to add together. So 3 hundreds. Well, how much is 3 hundreds worth? It's worth 3 of these hundreds blocks, okay? And each one of these blocks has 100 pieces. So that's 100, 200, 300. So what does 300 look like? Well, the value of 3 hundreds is literally 300. So you would write 3, 0, 0. Why the 2 zeros? Because this is the ones place, this is the tens place, and this is the hundreds place. You have to have the 3 in the hundreds. That's what it says, 3 hundreds. 3 has to be in the hundreds, but you can't just have a 3 because then it would be in the ones. So you have to have a 0 in the ones and a 0 in the tens. They're called placeholders. So 300, it says 4 tens. Well, we know that 1 10 stick is worth 10, and there's 4 of them, so let's count. 10, 20, 30, 40. So it's worth 40. The ones never change, so that is just a 5. So now it says on B, how many animals live in the tank? Well, let's just add it. 300 plus 40 plus 5. So 300 plus 40 plus 5. The rules of zeros. 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 4 is 4. 3 plus nothing is 3. So the answer is 345. That's how you can do it, by splitting it into hundreds, tens, and ones. Do I know that you can do this? Because we're going to practice this too. Is big number on top, little number on bottom, ones with ones, tens with tens, hundreds with hundreds. We're going to add them together just like we always have done. Just make sure your ones are with ones and your tens are with tens. 4 plus 1 is 5. 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 plus 1 is 3. You get the exact same answer. Both ways are perfectly fine. But it's we need to practice being able to do both, because sometimes questions will ask you about breaking stuff into hundreds, tens, and ones, and you need to know how to do that just as much as you can do this. This might be easier, but you still need to understand how to do this. Okay, find out more. There are other ways to find the sum of 214 and 131. Here are 2 ways to break it apart. So what they did was put it into hundreds, tens, and ones. Hundreds, tens, and ones. And all they did was add them, just like we've practiced, okay? They wrote it out. 2 hundreds, tens, ones. You can use words. You can also show it on a number line. We don't use these as much, but this is still a way you can do it. So now let's try it. It says, do you always have to add hundreds and the tens and the ones? Why do you think so? So do you always have to add those to get the answer? I want you to think about it, and I want you to try this problem, and I will look at it when you show me your book, but I want you to try to answer it on your own.